When you talk about women's basketball in St. Louis, Niele Ivey is one of the first names mentioned. She's done it all as a player and a coach. The University of Notre Dame women's basketball coach began her successful ways playing her favorite sport in the Gateway City. She's a graduate of Koryezu Academy, and today she's the coach for the Fighting Irish and deemed one of the best coaches in the nation. Along the way, Ivey has celebrated NCAA championships as a player and as an assistant coach. Since becoming the Irish's head coach, Ivey has guided them to an ACC tournament title and 3 consecutive trips to the Sweet 16. Please welcome to the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame with your applause, Niele Ivey. Conducting this interview is longtime Metro East sports journalist Steve Porter. I know, why are you up here? You're not in my script, Joe Pott. Sit down, Joe, and conduct the interview.
I've been confused with worse people, so I'm all right with that. Coach, welcome to the Sports Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you. Tell us who's here with you tonight.
I'm with my family, my mother, my dad, this table right here. My 3 brothers, Cedric, Nick, Emil, my best friend, Tanya, and my 3 nephews, Rafi, Samir, and Samir. And also, my high school, Koryezu Academy, has a VIP table to support me, so I'm super grateful for everyone that came in attendance to support me tonight.
You heard some of the accomplishments of Coach Ivey, and some of the things that she's accomplished include being a part of every Final Four that Notre Dame women's basketball has been a part of. So that's 2 as a player, that's 7 as an assistant coach. I know you're going to get there as a head coach as well. That's certainly the goal, I'm sure. She became the inaugural winner of the Assistant Coach of the Year from the Women's Basketball Coaches Association back in 2016. She played 4 seasons in the WNBA. She coached a season in the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies. So there's a ton of accomplishments, and that doesn't begin to tell the story. When we had a chance to visit before tonight, one of the things you told me right off the top was it's important for people to know that St. Louis is my foundation.
Absolutely. This is, like you said, my foundation. My strength comes from St. Louis. I'm fortunate my parents worked and sacrificed to send me to Immaculata grade school and also Koryezu, 2 incredible academic institutions, which it ended up aligning me to the University of Notre Dame. So my foundation here from St. Louis is so strong, and I'm so grateful that my roots are here.
That was something that came up a lot kind of when we talked, that you felt like it was aligned, right? That you felt like your faith, your education, your academics, everything kind of kept you on that path.
Absolutely. It was all aligned for me. You know, I'm sitting here. I'm so honored to receive this award with all the inductees this evening. But it's because of God, honestly, the grace of God. I have so much favor over my life. I have a strong family, and the values that my family instilled in me has allowed me to reach this height.
We were talking about when you were recruited to Notre Dame and Coach Muffet McGraw coming to St. Louis. And what you said was, she was meeting you at spaces that you didn't expect, at the Brentwood YMCA even.
Yeah, so that's where, obviously I have 4 older brothers, so I grew up idolizing them. I was a tomboy growing up, and I tried to find as many basketball games as I could, and most of those were either at the parks or the YMCA in Brentwood was a home for me and my best friend. And so Coach McGraw I don't know how she found out that I was there, but I walked into the gym, noon ball, and she's sitting in the corner watching. So I felt that connection. I felt that she saw me, and for her to be able to support me in that way and just to be there, really, it separated all the rest of the schools.
After a playing career, a short time at Xavier, you come back as an assistant coach. Obviously, end up succeeding Coach McGraw. That is obviously a huge honor, but those are big footsteps to follow.
Absolutely. I said there was big heels to follow,
right?
Because Coach McGraw was such a classy woman. But, I mean, she was a legend at University of Notre Dame. She was one of the big reasons why I chose to go to Notre Dame. And she's, she's a Hall of Famer herself. He led us to our 2 national championships and had a 33-year career, just a legend. And I knew what I was stepping into, but I knew also that I was prepared. You know, she gave me the opportunity as a player to attend University of Notre Dame, to receive a scholarship to Notre Dame. And then my first coaching, really assistant coaching opportunity was at Notre Dame. So she brought me back there. So I knew I was prepared. And, you know, I just, again, having faith in God, knowing that I felt like all of my experiences, I was going to be able to utilize that as sitting in that chair.
When you read about Coach Niele Ivey, you find out, or you read, she's a player's coach. And that's something that you said you took from Coach McGraw. And there's a lot that you were able to take and use in the recruiting process, in the coaching process, and it shapes the way you do your job today, doesn't it?
Absolutely. My mom is my role model, and I felt like Coach McGraw was that next role model for me. Notre Dame was a home away from home. She really prepared me because, you know, at Notre Dame we teach not just basketball, not just the X and O's, but how to prepare for life and how to become a woman. And I felt like that she was going to be able to do that for me. So in the recruiting process, I built that relationship with her. And so that's what I use as I recruit. I try to build those relationships, earn those trust for the recruits, and, you know, give them that love so they understand it's coming from a great place when I'm coaching them.
You know a little something about that recruiting process, and you went through it as a mom for Jaden Ivey. What was that like?
It was awesome to sit and to be recruited because honestly, I learned a lot. I took away a lot of things that resonated with me, the ways the coaches connected with me, and I utilized those and I brought those into my recruiting as I recruited as a coach. But I learned a lot. And it was awesome to be able to watch him fulfill his dreams, to be able to support him, but also just being a part of his process. And now he's living his dream of being in the NBA, and it wasn't something that came, you know, overnight. It was something that he worked for, and so I'm really proud of him and proud to be able to say I wore a bunch of hats. I'm watching him in his journey.
Coaches of the Year awards, Final Fours, and now it is my pleasure to welcome Coach Niele Ivey into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Coach.